Today we're going to be doing our very first lesson in brass. Have you ever played brass before?
No.
No?
I mean, I thought about it, but I was just like,
Yeah. Okay. Well, have you ever done music before?
Yeah. No.
No, you're 12.
Okay.
You're 12 right now.
12-year-olds can do music too.
Yes, 12-year-olds can. Well, let's say this is your very first music class and you know absolutely nothing.
Okay, I know absolutely nothing.
Okay, you gotta get your posture there. Alright, no, don't fix it. Don't fix it. You got it. Alright, so one of the very first things that's very important is being able to breathe. So in order to be able to breathe, especially, is we're in seated, so you gotta have your feet flat on the floor. That's good. Okay, and you have to have your back up. It doesn't have to be overarched, kind of find your comfortable spot there. And when we do breathing, you have to remember that is what's going to wind up supporting your nose. But I'm getting a little bit far ahead of myself. So when you breathe, one of the breathing techniques that we use is to concentrate the air. So you're going to kind of shoot an arrow into the palm of your hand, okay? Like doing a spit wad. So what I want you to do is I want you to place your hand directly in front of your face, close enough to where you can feel it, wherever you can start feeling it. I want you to blow a steady stream of air and try and aim for the center of your hand, just like this. Can you feel it in the center? Is it close enough, or is it the whole hand? Is that too far?
Whole hand.
It's a whole hand. Try and get it focused right into the center. Is that in the center? You may need to bring it closer. Good. Okay. Another part of breathing is to make sure that we're using all of our lungs. I want you to take a quick breath. Okay. All right. First thing that I saw was this. Like a little puppet on the string. All right. Okay. So that is actually not all of your lungs. The rest of your lungs is down here. So this time I want you to watch me when I take a deep breath. I'm going to turn a little bit to the side so that you can see. I'm going to place my hand right here on my belly and then also on the small of my back. So when I take a deep breath in, I want you to watch what happens to my hand. What happened to my hand?
It kind of moved.
It did what?
It moved.
It moved. All right. So now you're going to try this. All right. One on the small of your back, and one right here. Take a quick deep breath in and try and breathe in from your belly. Good. Very good. All right. So you feel how it's a little bit different? All right. Now, the next thing we're going to try is we want to be able to spread cats. Okay.
Hair shows up easily.
We want to be able to try and fill our lungs up as much as possible. Well, this time what I want you to do is I'm going to have you take a breath, and you're going to take a little bit more. So you're going to go. All right, so you're going to take a breath. Scoop up a little more. And just let it out. Okay, how'd that feel?
It felt tight.
It felt tight, okay. All right. So we're going to use our breaths, and we're going to pretend that each of our breaths represents a note. Now, what I mean by that is when we're playing music, the notes are broken up. So one long note, which is called a whole note, is 4 beats. So it's 4 beats in one note. So you're taking that deep breath in, and you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? We can break it up into smaller notes called half notes, and those are 2 beats each. They equal the same amount as your whole note. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last one, we break that up into even smaller pieces. So you have 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and take our breaths in, but we're going to hold our breath out for first that quarter note. That's that 4 beats in one. We're gonna let it all out. Then we're gonna move on to our half notes. Then we'll do our little beats. And when we do the little beats, it's gonna be like that. Okay. All right. So let's try this. Take a deep breath in. Ready? Good. All right. Did you use up all your breath? Might be a little bit more in there, huh? All right. Let's try to do it and split that quarter note up into 2 each. Deep breath in. Good. Okay. Were you able to do that without taking another breath in?
Yeah.
Kinda. Okay. All right. Let's try it for 4 beats this time. So we're gonna take it with one breath. We're just gonna go, but we're still using just one breath of air. All right. One more time. Deep breath in. Good. Okay. There's always more room in here. Let's see if we can hold it for 8 beats this time. Okay. I want you to do it this. We're going to change it just a little bit. When you're doing musical instruments, there's a mouthpiece. So you have to form the lips in a certain way. So we're going to start to form it. I'm going to start you off with the word poof. Can you say poof? How do you say?
Poo.
Poo. Okay. So instead of doing just the straight like a whoosh of air, you're going to go poo. Okay? And we're going to try that for 8 counts. Right. We'll split it up, alright? We're going to do 1 poo for 4 and 1 poo for 4. Alright? Let's take a deep breath in. Poo. Poo. So I still have more. Did you still have more?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, you still have more in there. So, you have a lot more stamina than you think you do. And in order to support your notes, you got to be able to breathe really well. And you also got to be able to focus where the air is going. All right, we're going to try it one more time. This time we're going to staccato those beats. And staccato means we're going to do them real choppy. Tap, 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 that. Okay? This time I want you to try a little bit different of a syllable. Instead of saying poo, we're going to go do. Okay? Alright, actually, yeah. Alright, deep breath in. Do. Do. Good, good. Okay, how's that feel so far?
Good.
Good, okay. Do you understand the whole notes? Alright, how long is a whole note?
4 beats.
4 beats. How long is a half note?
2 beats.
2 beats. Good. How long is what is called a quarter note?
1 beat.
1 beat. Okay. All right. So we're gonna try. Let's see. All right. When we're doing the embouchure on the actual instrument, let's make a little bit of a quarter size with our hands. Where you place your mouth on this particular instrument matters. So in this case, you're going to have it be almost directly in the center, but you want that hole in an elongated jaw, so it's more like daw. Okay, daw,
Daw.
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 When you're pulling the lips down. When you bring up your mouthpiece to it, your mouth, you see that right there? It does really go, our mouths are kind of small, so it's going to go right around that edge. Daw. And it does feel a little awkward, but daw. Let me try it. Daw. Very good. Okay. All right. We're going to move on just a little bit. I'm going to show you what the trombone is.
Yeah, I don't know what the trombone is.
That's okay. This is your first time. So a trombone is a later form of a trumpet. They made the trombone so that it would be a deeper sounding trumpet. So we're gonna start, and I'm gonna flip this around so our camera can see it a little bit. Come down here. Ah, don't drop the stuff. Okay. So, are you paying attention? Okay. All right. This is our main piece to our trombone. You have your bell here. And right here is an insertion point. It's a very long tube. And this screws into your slide, which is here. The slide is what enables you to make the notes, and it does so because it slides into here, and you're able to make the notes by making them go. The longer it is, the lower the note. The shorter it is, the shorter their note. Among a few other things that it has, is it's got this lovely spit valve there. It's exactly what it sounds. It's, I can't see how to do this. Okay.
I don't know how to do this either.
All right, so you see the spit valve there? And it just works just like that. All right. As you can see on here, you have to be careful how you open your case. So I'm going to close it up real quick and then show you. All right, if you notice right here, if you can read the word properly, if you got it on the right side up. If you have it upside down, everything's going to fall down and you can possibly damage the instrument. Okay, so you always want to have it this top side up. You want to open it while it's on the floor. And the reason you want to open it on the floor is because you don't want to accidentally drop it or anything like that. When you take it out, you take out this part first. Goes into your hand. Then you grab this part. Alright. This part can be a little bit tricky. So we know it's going to go in here. You can see because it's got these little threads right here. That's where your slide goes in. Okay. The angle, if you can see right here, you're going to angle it a little bit. All right, can you see the angle there? It's about 1/4, about right there. Okay. And you want to screw it down. You don't want to over tighten it because it'll wind up stripping that out. Okay. There's a couple other features on this before we get to the mouthpiece. This is actually where you insert the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece on this is really big. Look how big that thing is. Super big, right? Okay, proper way to insert a mouthpiece is you actually just let it slide right in. You give it 1/4 of a turn. It's not going to come out that way, okay? A couple other things to look out on here. You might have seen it. This actually has a lock on it so that it doesn't slide away from you, okay? You unlock it, and it slides. There we go. All right. This is a big instrument, so you got to make sure when you are setting it up, you don't have anything in front of you that you could knock over whenever you're using your slide. And you can see this thing didn't get really as tightly as I would have liked, so I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. There we go. One more turn. It's kind of awkward to hold, but this is at least how I hold it. I'll put my hand right here with the thumb, you see, on the bottom, and kind of wrap my fingers around, and now I've got it here. You see how that works? Okay. And now I can do the slide just like that. All right. Some of the ways that we maintenance an item like this, we tend to use brass polish on soft cloth. There are ways to clean the bell, but since you're brand new, it probably wouldn't be the best way to do it. There is lube for this slide right here. And I'm gonna show you what that looks like. This is your slide grease. It looks like chapstick, doesn't it? It's not chapstick. I don't recommend putting it on there. If you ever did have to, you'd slide this completely off. I'm not going to slide it off this time. And basically apply some on it, like that. And then make sure it's kind of in and out. So it's nice and lubricated. So see what I mean? Okay. So I'm going to walk this back real quick. quick. Okay. So we've got kind of two different kinds of slide grease. You got a chapstick kind and this is a dropper kind. You don't need a whole lot for the dropper kind. You know, just a couple of drops will do. About the only time you need to do it is if it starts to feel like it's really, really gummy. Okay? Alright. Yeah. Here's our mouthpiece here. Remember when I told you? So where do we place our mouth on this?
On the inside of it.
On the inside. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Alright, I put it right there. Alright, and I'm just going to blow air through it. Alright, you notice that doesn't actually produce a sound on this. So we're going to put this instrument back and we'll talk a little bit about how to produce a sound on this. Take it apart the exact same way that you put it together. Make sure you're locked. Hold it up. Hold this hand with this one. Hold the other half with the other hand. Unscrew. Alright. Might need a little wiggle, but it'll come out. All the pieces should go back in exactly the way that you took them back out. I just got a place for the bell and a place for the tubing here. And this part, at least in this particular case, you want to have your spit part on the top and on the left, just like that, and then it slides in. And then you can actually close it right back up. And then you lock it down. Okay. Alright. Now, do you think that you can take it out of the case? Yeah? Let's try it. Good. Can you put it together? Alright, how do you put it together? You're going to hold that straight up. There you go. Okay, you got it? Alright, insert your slide. There you go. You're going to want to kind of have it at an angle. Where can you put your mouth? Here. There. It's about right there. That's good. Go ahead and tighten it up. Okay. It's similar. Okay. How do we insert the mouthpiece? Good. Just give it a quarter of a turn. It's going to be away from you. Not towards you, but away from you. That's okay.
Okay.
You sure you got it in there? You can give it a little tug. Okay. Yeah. All right.
And then you got it here.
Good.
And put this finger
there. Okay. Where's your other hand going?
Oh, here.
Right there. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It slid a little bit. Why don't you tighten up that part? That's okay. It happens. There you go.
It loosened.
It does when your hand gets on it.
Okay, here and then here, right?
Good.
And then this is the lock.
That's the lock. Good. You go wee. Okay. Now let's reverse engineer that. Let's put it back in the case the way that it came out. What's the first thing you need to do in reverse? There you go. Take the mouthpiece out. Good. So you're holding on to your slide.
I got it.
Okay.
Wait.
It's okay, Lefty. You got this.
I got it. Ooh, okay.
Good. Good. Okay.
And then put this in. And then this is go that way.
Very good. What's them things?
Oh, you have to put the mouthpiece in.
Grab the mouthpiece. Yep, that is a part of it. Very good. Okay, we're going to lock it down. All right, good job. How's that feel?
Good.
Not too bad? Okay. All right, this time we're gonna get to play with the mouthpiece a little bit. So we're gonna bring it on out.
Okay.
I will show you what the green stuff is for. The green stuff, just gonna spray a little bit here,
Mouthpiece.
is your cleanser to clean it in between. It's important to keep the instrument clean in between uses and keep it lubricated. It is a bit of a piece of machinery, so this ought to clean it up pretty well. Just a little bit. There you go. Have a smell of it. Whew, yeah, medical. Medical grade. Alright. You always want to keep it clean and keep your mouth clean as well. Some things that might affect your playing might be your teeth or your mouth itself. What we're going to try and do with this is we're just going to try and produce one tone. But I got to show you how to do that first. So when you do this, you got to vibrate your lips a little bit. Remember we came back and we were talking about the poo, right? Poo. Now this one's a little bit different. We're gonna kind of do a relaxed. All right. Yeah, it feels really, really weird, and it kind of vibrates you a little bit. So this time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the syllable of do, and we're gonna hold that for that 4 beats. All right. Take a deep breath in. Do. Now you can feel kind of how firm that is. It's going to be a little bit looser than that, and yeah, it's going to feel a little bit like. Okay. We're going to put it right up. That's just air blowing through. And then if you vibrate your lips into that do, kind of sound like a duck quacking. Alright. Clean it up again. I only got one mouthpiece for us to use, so good thing you're mine. Alright. Now what I want you to try doing first, go ahead and just blow through it. And don't make any syllable at all, just alright, you feel that? Oh yeah. It's gonna get a little bit drooly on the outside. Go ahead and try a do. We're gonna take a deep breath in. And do. Good, okay. And we're going to try and focus that into the actual mouthpiece. So let's try it one more time. I want you to just make an attempt to get it to make any sound at all. There is no wrong answer if you don't make any sound, all right? Remember, deep breath in. Really close. So you're humming through it. Now I need you to vibrate your lips. Try going like a horse. There you go. All right, try it again. It's okay. It's okay. Try it again. Very good. Very good. Keep trying. See if you can get a sound. You gotta put your lips up to it.
My lips are up to it.
Like this. All right. Like a good little duckfish. make your kissy face, whatever you gotta make. If you're razzing your tongue, and you're going, but with your lips.
I can't.
Keep trying.
Because I'm just making the sound with my teeth and my brain doesn't.
Put it lower down on your lips. Okay, where you feel like it's like right here.
No, I can't. Just blowing air.
That's okay. It won't happen every single time. All right, so we can't produce a tone today. That's all right. That does take practice. Eventually, you will be able to. One of the things you do when you're practicing is remember the notes that we were talking about earlier? Okay. So you want to practice at least every single day. Now, most people, when they start off practicing, they can only do maybe about 15 minutes of practice. The way that you form your mouth, that's called your embouchure. And it takes a while for it to strengthen and get stronger and develop. So you've never done this before, so you can't really produce a sound yet. But the more that you practice and focus on trying to make like any sound, the better it will be. However, it's not recommended to go over 15 minutes on a practice, mostly because your mouth starts to get really, really, really tired. So I'll show you a little bit of it. There's a few things where if you push too hard, you'll get this ring right around your mouth. There's also the way that we hold our bodies. We get really, really tense, so you have to make sure that your arms stay dropped down and relaxed when you're playing your instrument, okay? But when I'm doing it, so there's several ways of actually stopping the sound. You can either stop it with your tongue, you hear it, or you can just stop your air. You hear the difference between? What does it sound like?
It sounds like there's something stopping.
Good. All right. Now, as far as actual tonation goes, can you sing a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to use the same do that we did before. And when you're doing the notes, that's what will actually help you produce it. So you're going to try it. Do. Good. All right. That will conclude our first lesson for the day. Thank you for being my volunteer.
Because the other kids wouldn't do it.
Because the other kids wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You want to try producing that sound one more time?
No.
Come on, you can do it. Give it your best shot.
No.
Come on. Don't be scared.
I can't.
Don't be scared of it. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath.
I can't. I tried.
Close your eyes.
No, I can't.
You can try it. Try it one more time. Take it. Wait. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. I want you to push that air right through the center. Like a kazoo. You've played a kazoo. Oh, I heard. There it is. It's right there. You got it. Try it one more time. See if you can hold it. There you go. Here, let's see. Can you do it for 4 beats? Can you breathe in? You did it! All right. You got 4 beats. I knew you could do it. All right. Good job. Lesson done. Thank you.